I took Neeman's from 500 orders per day to 1000 orders per day in just 9 months, and we did it unlike any other D2C brands. I got an insight that all our best customers have this thing in common. They own more than 3 pair of Neemans. Let's say they might be having 4 Nikes, 3 Skechers. Neeman's ko usme hierarchy would be the second favorite or maybe the first favorite. Very rich customers में ये tendency है कि आप सिर्फ अकेले नहीं हो उनके drawer में. So what we noticed कि once they get that order, to make them use it. At least wear that or maybe do something with us. But let's say तब भी नहीं होता है. Then we have our main Brahmastra, which is our CS team. India operates on a very nuclear family. So typically आपका pair है और आपके partner का pair. So now you have 2 pair. Ultimately आपके closet में 2 set तो बन गया. We have actually acquired a second customer without even spending. Hey, I'm Sanmay Biswal and I previously headed growth at Neeman's and currently I work as growth and retention manager at Brahmastra. I've been a GrowthX member since 2022 and let me tell you the secrets of how we crack D2C with Neeman's. Joining Neeman's was a very interesting story. I was just scrolling through LinkedIn one day and I saw a post on LinkedIn that said sneakers made with recycled plastic bottles. It was like, ये कैसे हो सकता है, right? आप waste से best बनाओ. And this guy is building an entire company out of it. So let me just dig down into like what are things they are doing. And I sent an email to Taran, who was the CEO of Neeman's. I remember it was sharp morning 3 a.m. I got a reply at 3:30 a.m. and I was like, यार ये तो बहुत सही है. And we scheduled a call on Sunday, maybe around afternoon time at lunch. And I didn't know I got hired. So when I joined my first day, just went into the lobby, people were chilling with coffee and everything. And suddenly, Taran came in. Just like any other founder who loves the product, he was wearing Neeman's from t-shirt to the shoe actually. And then he said me ki currently what they were doing. They were working on the Bumrah and celebrity kind of a video. Just notice yourself, right? Whenever you buy new stuff, but due to some reasons, it gets kept in your drawers or your wardrobe. Right now, you might be having 7 Nike and 1 Neeman's. So you're definitely attributed towards Nike more than Neeman's. आपने try भी नहीं किया है. So repeatability, retention, everything goes on to a toss. So I got an insight that all our best customers have this thing in common. They own more than 3 pair of Neeman's and they are using it often. And unlike any other shoe, let's say they might be having 4 Nikes, 3 Skechers. Neeman's ko usme hierarchy would be, let's say, the second favorite or maybe the first favorite. But in quantity, it's very comparative to other categories. So the usability was good for them. So then we thought of an idea ki, okay, how can we adopt it for other segment? Then we noticed that a lot of people who are not wearing that are prone to doing that. I noticed that whenever you aspire to buy, let's say Neeman's or Ultra Human or Bummer for that case, you aspire है कि यार मेरे को खरीदना है, but then you go into loopholes and then you suddenly buy it. The best moment is that. The biggest dopamine rush happens there. The second one happens when they actually get the product. And the third one is when they actually use it. अगर use नहीं किया, then it's a drawer problem. We noticed that drawer problem and the first case आ ही क्यों रहा है? They have paid for the product. उन्होंने पैसा दिया है, Indian users ने पैसा दिया है, and they're not using. Very rich customers or affluent customers में ये tendency है कि आप सिर्फ अकेले नहीं हो उनके drawer में. So what we noticed कि once they get that order, to make them use it. Just like any software you download, आपको फिर guides आते हैं कि this is how you should use it. So once it gets dispatched and then gets delivered, we send them an email with, hey, let's start your day with Neeman's. We make sure that the first 15 days is where we get them connected. Let's say there will be certain segment of customers who will still not use it. So what we made sure is we do some automations to, get them to do at least some sort of activity with us. At least wear that or maybe do something with us. But let's say तब भी नहीं होता है. Then we have our main Brahmastra, which is our CS team. Taran sir had a very crazy stuff कि मेरे को customer at the focal point पे रखना है. So for that I need to give my customers the priority of experience. तो यहाँ पे he built a big team of CS folks and they used to give a feedback call कि हाँ सर ये 7 दिन के बाद चला गया, आप कैसा इसको अच्छा लग रहा है. बट फीडबैक कॉल्स में तब भी प्रॉब्लम क्या होता था ना कि people used to say हाँ भैया मैं ऑफिस में हूँ, मैं आपको बाद में कॉल करूँगा, एंड वो लटकता रहता था. So what we did, instead of saying कि feedback call, just say them कि हर्ष 7 दिन हो गए, we couldn't see that you have interacted with us. Any problem with the Neemans? So they would say नहीं सही है, it's just that I'm traveling. So they would say कि when are you getting back? तो वो सब डेटा होता था, and then we used to re-engage them. So we keep the first 15 days very crucial with us. So that helped us in increasing the product adoptability. RTO is a biggest problem for typical Indian brands. RTO stands for Return to Origin. That means, let's say if you have ordered the product, आपके पास वो प्रोडक्ट गया, बट देन फॉर सम रीजन यू डिडंट एक्सेप्ट इट ऑन द फर्स्ट टाइम एंड देन इट वेंट बैक टू द वेयरहाउस. अब इसमें कॉस्ट इन्वॉल्वमेंट आप देखो. लेट्स से 2 rupees is cost for sending that product. Let's say if it is returned, then another 2 rupees is spent for that operator to send it back for you. तो 4 रुपए यहाँ पे हो गया. अब वो प्रोडक्ट जब तक वहाँ पे रुकेगा, the cost of their staying is also accounted. This is what we saw that it's a 6x loss. Now, predominantly to solve this RTO, what we did, we first figured out at what cities are this RTO happening. Is it the same behavior across pin codes? And if the same behavior is there, we just remove it. But when we dig more deeper, what we did extra was we drilled down ki why exactly is it happening. Here are a couple of reasons why it happens. Number one is this trust factor. Second thing is because post-purchase communication. Just like I said, right? That dopamine rush or excitement rush happens in 3 stages. Once you bought the product and once it delivered. And between this stage is what I call it as anxious stage. We actually saw how Amazon did it. Amazon had its app, gave you all the tracking. But for a D2C brand that doesn't have an app, it's very difficult. So what we did, for every activity, we send them communication. One other key thing which we added up there, let's say the product is still there in the transit, we say them that instead of that it will reach within 6 to 7 days, we ask them, hey Sanmay, are you still there by 18th of July? So if say no, then जब वो फाइनल डेस्टिनेशन में आ जाता है, we make priority orders. Someone who has said yes, उसको जल्दी मिल जाता है. What happens? We reduce the ETA. And the third thing which we also noticed कि COD and prepaid pay. We noticed that whenever someone pays for it, they actually get involved in, वो आपको तंग करने लग जाएंगे कि क्यों नहीं आया. So we saw that how can we make them pay us? Because payment is very related towards brand's trust as well. Neeman's was selling things at 2,500 rupees, 3,000 bucks, 5,000 bucks shoes. It's pretty costly as compared to the general Indian shoe market, right? So we thought that, okay, what if we get a solution like buy now, pay later or credit card kind of thing, but it's not a credit card basically. So what if you can, instead of paying the entire amount, what if you pay just one part of it? अब इससे होता क्या है? Brand get the entire payment upfront, so we can use it for cash flow and others type of things to run our machine. I have already paid some part, but I have made that commitment as a customer. So I get attached कि हाँ ये product अब तो मेरे को चाहिए ही चाहिए. This is how we solved a part of it. We used a tool called Simple. We used product cycle theory. Let's say आप एक sneaker खरीदते हो, तो sneaker आपका typically 4 महीने अच्छे चलता है. 5वें महीने में ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं आता, बट somehow you feel like पुराना हो जाए. It's a mindset game, right? So we noticed that okay 3 महीने हो गए. If there is no activity as such, we build some automations around and then we do slight pitches. Let's say आपका product cycle 4 महीने के बाद आपको repeat करना होता है. What we used to do is हम लोग सेकंड मंथ से ही आपको कम्युनिकेशन कॉम्स भेजना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. Either we give you some offers or either we attach a sub product with that. So that not only helps in product adoption because उस बंदे ने already product खरीद लिया. If you send another subcategory with an offer, that's predominantly how you also have increased your repeatability. Unlike spamming them, help them. One of the interesting insights which we had was we had a very few women audience, but we noticed that couple of times repeatability बहुत closely हो रहा था within same product buy. Let's say, I went to the website, I bought the product, I used it for first 21 days and again I'm coming back and buying the product. Same product, right? I was like, क्यों? We did a data analysis and all. We figured out that यार ये पहला size 9 ले रहा था, then second size 6 ले रहा है. So I was like, okay, we don't know female and male audience, but we noticed that 6, 5, 4, these side of foot sizes are typically for women or child. So we thought that, okay, they are either giving it to someone or buying it for their spouse. So in our post, let's say after T plus 20 or 30 day, the day when they purchase the product, we send them, hey, you loved them, why don't you share it with others? That gave us incremental boost. India operates on a very nuclear family. So typically, आपका pair है और आपके partner का pair. So now you have 2 pair. Ultimately, आपके closet में 2 set तो बन गया. Right now, we have actually acquired a second customer without even spending. And now because of product cycle, इसका भी एक product cycle बन गया, उसका भी एक product cycle बन गया. So if you're solving for retention inside D2C, you should notice that आपका purchase behavior, let's say if you have bought on, let's say M1, which means month 1, and 2 से 3 महीने के अंदर second purchase या फिर second activity of, whether it be small purchase or any such purchase should happen. Any brand where they have bought more than twice within like M1 to M4, they're more likely to stay and give you better LTV within that 1 year time frame. Work towards your current segment of customers. The first few stages, or just like I said, M4 tak work karna is very important. You need to get your customer activated. You should work towards making a casual user or a casual product usage to a core usage. Make them to do the second buy. Because जब second buy आता नहीं है ना, that gives you an idea the product is not that much valuable for the customer. I had this term inside my mind while I was working with Neeman's footwear closet में. Let's say अगर he is owning a 10 pair of, let's say, all set of footwear, how can I get Neeman's for 0 to 4 at least within that one period? This is how I look at market adoption and market capitalization. Once you have acquired your customers, try to get them activated or rebuy them within first 4 months or maybe 3 months of them being a customer. And that's how solving retention, product adoption, and doing all these crazy things, we scaled Neeman's from 500 orders per day to 1,000 orders per day.